Howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here.
Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this a brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day where presumably the sun is rising. It is dark outside, so I know the sun will rise. It just takes time. And of course, welcome to the brand new Shelton, Washington weather plague rat and spider report. Thumbs up for that. But that, of course, is not the only thing. It's just for whatever reason I tried to pretend that that's all it was. No, but first off to start, weather, plague, rat, and spider report. Well, I just mentioned it's dark outside. Plus, it's raining. I can hear I keep bonking into my own face with my thumb. I keep hearing rain outside, so it's raining outside. Yay! Thumbs up for that. We need rain. Rain is good. Creatures need water. We're creatures. Definitely a good thing. Of course, on that note, hopefully I'll remember to talk about the whole water situation in a moment, because it ain't good. And that, of course, means it's going to get worse. But for the plague rat report and spider report, I went out walkies last night. It was late-ish. I think I got back around 9-ish. I can't remember the exact time. But I just wandered around town, then came back, and that was good. Not a huge walk, just a minor one. I was really depressed again yesterday, so it was hard to do anything at all, but I did, and so that's good. Definitely a thumbs up there. And, well, yeah, plague rat report. I mean, I went into Safeway at one point, and people are mostly sometimes yes, sometimes no. Yay. And for the spider report, the spider in the corner over there, the garden spider, she's still there, so that's good. There's a big old gangly leg spider down there. She's doing fine. Definitely a thumbs up. There are still little moths that go flying around in the room here periodically, so there's still bugs. So as long as they can keep eating, thumbs up on that. Definitely a good thing. Well, how about that? There we go. Weather, plague rat, and spider report. Yes, I wanted to talk about the whole water situation, because water is now being a commodity that is going to be traded on like the stock market and such. Yes, most of the world is covered with water, but only about 3% of that is fresh water. And now, because they're starting to trade water futures on the stock market, that means people are starting to bet money that there's going to be more water in some areas and less water in others. And when people want to make money and they make money, they make sure a situation is going to happen. I am sorry for the future for everybody that lives in an area where water is going to become scarce because rich people want to become richer. Water is going to become very expensive in the future for, well, everybody that's not rich. Yay. Thumbs up for that. But on my topics list, I don't have a ton of things, but I'm going to mention some such. I don't understand Amazon wish listing. Because I've got an Amazon wish list, and I checked it out, and yeah, I was foolish. I let it run down. There was no cat food on the list. There were other things, but I could see no cat food, so I opened up a bunch of cat food tabs to make sure that they were going to be good, and if it was a good cat food, I put it onto the wish list. And just about every single one, it said, oh, it's already on the list. Let me move it to the top. It's like, it wasn't on the list. The list was like 4 or 5 items, and that was not there. So what do you mean it was on the list? You'll move it to the top. So everything I did, it's like admonishing me for putting it on their double, but it wasn't on their double, so I don't know what the whole deal is. But there's a whole bunch of cat food on there, so if you could check that out, that would be very, very awesome. Very cool. My kitty needs to eat, and I have very little money to buy food, and if you can help, that would be awesome. Again, never feel obligated. I and my kitty cat will survive somehow. I can always eat less to make sure she eats. So somehow I will feed her. Somehow. Even if I don't. So don't feel bad. But if you can, it would be nice. And, okay, I watch, as I've mentioned, a lot of animal rescue type things. Mostly the animal rescue ones that I watch, that sounds really weird. I watch a lot of them. The ones that I watch aren't a lot. I watch a lot of like animal type channels. The big rescue ones that I watch are bat channels right now. And among them bat channels, they're primarily the flying fox bats. They're the Australian, they're big, they're large, they're larger bats. They're really cool, they're really cute, they're awesome creatures, and I don't know that I could do it. One of the reasons that I can't do reactions is because I'm processing a bunch of stuff, so I let my armor down and all the feelings come out. There's no room for the song to come in for me to feel. And things are at the point now, I just read the title of this one channel. It said, "My heart is broken." Not the title of the channel, title of the video. Read down, and it was after 36 hours, well past the time that an animal should be okay if it's in rescue. After 36 hours, this bat that this person had rescued suddenly went downhill fast and died in her arms. It's just a little baby bat, but after 36 hours, I can't even watch the video. When I first came across that, read the title, had to read the description, and once I saw that, I actually just had tears running down my cheeks. Couldn't even watch the video, and I was already crying. That's as much as I watch the rescue channels, as much as it would be awesome to actually do rescue work, it would kill me to have them die. And I know it happens. There's no guarantee. There was a run of videos where the person was called out to do rescues, and for like 9 or 10 rescues in a row, every single one of them died or had to be euthanized because of like broken backs or such. And it was just, I couldn't do that. Tears me apart just reading video titles and then descriptors. I can't even watch it. Awesome creatures though. Bats are not terrifying or frightening. Yeah, they have things in them that we would get very sick and die from in some cases. Some of them do carry rabies. Some of them. Not all of them. And even among the ones that do, they don't all. So it's easy to get vaccinated to not get injured by anything that bats carry. And it would just... I like the taking care of them part. It's the watching them die part that would just... I couldn't do it. It tears me apart, just like I say, reading video descriptions and video titles. It's hard to even try to watch the video, so. If you can, look up the flying fox bat, though. They are a cool bat. It's a cool creature. They're very large. My pop screen has fallen. I'm going to make noise. Again, no hyper vlogger eye. They cut out. Some of the people I watch that semi-watch, it depends on the video and what he's talking about, but there's these, there's Hank and John Green, and they're kind of big on the internet, but they're massive hyper vloggers, and it would be like the same if I took a 20-minute video. Out of that 20 minutes, it's like you keep 2 minutes of it, because you cut out absolutely everything that's not the point. And that includes pauses to breathe or coughs or and it's like, no. The things that I like to watch, I watch a couple of the hyper vloggers, but the things that I really like to watch are the people that don't, that they're just people as they're doing stuff. Don't just give me the pared down point. I don't want the Cliff's Notes. I want the full 1,500 page thing with the meandering in it. Give me that story, not just this. Such is life. What else do I have on my list? This is a thing where it's, once again, it is a mental health thing. I've said before and I've said it again because it's something to remember. Especially if you're in the US. If you're in a lot of other parts of countries around the world where they got the covfefe bug under control, you're not going to be under quite this much stress. But here in the US, where it is burning out of control and we have idiots out there actively saying things like, don't get vaccinated and don't wear a mask. So, remember, in the midst of all this trauma, especially if you're in the United States with all this going on with the election and how the GOP has openly become the party of treason and sedition, this is a lot to press on your head. It is hard times in the US and around the world right now. You are going to be hard pressed to even hold your ground mentally. Everybody's sliding backwards. Everybody is taking mental damage from this. All you can do is go hunker down into survival mode and do your best. Yes, again, it sucks. It's painful. I hate losing ground. I don't want to lose ground. It hurts. I've come far mentally. And it's a good thing. I've still got a long way to go. I mean, it took me decades to wander in the middle of this deep, dark forest. I'm not out of the deep, dark forest. I'm like from the center. I've moved toward the edge a bit. You know, I'm out here just a bit. But that's amazing. It's going to take me to the end of my days of constant work. And I will never be fully repaired. But that's not the point. As long as you're trying, as long as you're working on it, you're doing okay. Yes, you're going to fall behind, and yes, you're going to backtrack, and yes, it hurts. As stated, I hate the fact that I'm backtracking. But even though I'm losing like 50 steps so far in the last year out of my journey forward, it's not just straight backward. You know, I'm taking 2 steps forward and then having to take a step back, or 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and then another step forward. It's, you have to keep working on it, but don't feel bad when it goes back. It happens with the pressures. And don't look at it as I have lost 10 feet today. How much am I losing? Remember, I've come like 10,000 steps since the day my wife died in 2014. Yeah, I've lost about 50 steps, maybe even 100 in the progress that I've made since I started going to therapy. But that just means instead of the 10,000 steps of progress I've made, I'm still 9,950 steps ahead of where I was. I've just lost 50 steps. Yeah, it feels terrible, but in the grand picture, it's nothing. This is just a thing. You have to hunker down, make it through it. It's hard. Again, I'm losing ground. We all are. But don't let that tear you apart. It's okay. You cannot repair your house while the storm is still raging. I mean, you're gonna go outside and paint how the house looks while you've still got deck chairs going through your windows at 75 miles an hour? No, you go into survival mode. And when it's all done and it's safe, then you start to rebuild your house. Until that point, yeah, do the minor stuff to make things so that you're not going to get badly hurt. but you're not going to do the big stuff because it's just going to get torn down again and you may get hurt while you're doing it. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. A very good thing. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I am lucky that I can sometimes remember what my own name is. That is a tough one sometimes. We have Nick David, thank you very, very much. Tentacle Ass, thumbs up, thank you. Lil P Lover, greatly appreciated. Big Spooks, thumbs up and thank you. We have reversed underscore and then looks like a dot. Thank you very much. Laughing Blue Sue, greatly appreciated. Tommy Nelson, thumbs up and thank you. Cherry, Cerry, thumbs up, thank you very much. Russian Timing, very good to see you in the comments. That's a very good thing. Bruce Wayne is hot, thumbs up, good to see you as well. Noah Geneve Brown, thumbs up and thank you. We have Colin Reisenauer. Insignificant Nick, thumbs up and thank you. Gravo Blamo, it's good to see you in the comments again. Melissa Ramirez, thumbs up. Bina63, thumbs up and thank you much. Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Agar, thumbs up and thank you. Deeps Mared Mess, thumbs up. We have Trophy 2XP, thumbs up and thank you. There's Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Checo 43, thumbs up. We have Tommy Copeland, greatly appreciated. There is Gory Gaming 4, I think. Good to see you. And Fnordathot, definitely a good thing. After all, Fnordathot that's a good name, because Fnord, well, that's a word from the Illuminati. When you read it and see it, you don't see it or hear it consciously. It just brings a feeling of anxiety upon you. Fnord. So, if you could check out my various things down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without even sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like cat food and hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be awesome. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. Thumbs up for that. Well, good golly, Miss Molly, I have this video that you have hopefully been watching. I have a video I need to record and then edit and render, so I gotta stay busy. I'm hoping to call my son today, but with my ADHD, days pass like hours and weeks pass like days. Thumbs up. The lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment suffers from a surplus of scorn. I've forgotten how the rest of it goes. Do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. Oh, I've forgotten how the whole thing goes. Just take it on faith. Yeah. Lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. And of course, Black Lives Matter. I don't know why that is a controversial statement, but apparently it is. But it sure shouldn't be. And justice for everybody, the jack-booted, brown-shirted, fascist thugs in police uniforms who keep beating and brutalizing American citizens in their houses and on American streets. So please, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, practice your social distancing, stay at home unless you have to. The storm is raging. It's raging. Be as safe as you can. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Practice self-care. Be as creative as you can, and I will see you.